At first glance, 3I Atlas appears to be doing exactly what every interstellar visitor is expected to do. It enters the solar system, passes through, fades into the distance, and disappears back into the dark. Case closed. But when scientists began refining the latest orbital solutions, that simple story quietly began to unravel. This object is not merely leaving. It is threading its way through one of the most delicate gravitational regions in the entire solar system, a place where tiny changes can completely rewrite the future of anything that enters it. And the closer astronomers looked, the harder it became to ignore a deeply unsettling question. What if 3I Atlas isn't just exiting? What if it's positioning itself? As the object moves outward, its projected path carries it dangerously close to a boundary most people have never heard of: Jupiter's Hill sphere. This invisible frontier marks the point where Jupiter's gravity begins to overpower the Sun's. It is a fragile region where control quietly changes hands. Current projections show 3I Atlas skimming this boundary, not plunging deep enough to be captured, but not passing safely wide either. It misses full gravitational capture by an astronomically small margin. That, almost, is what ignited the debate. If it had passed comfortably far away, there would be nothing to discuss. But sliding this close places the object in one of the most dynamically sensitive zones in the solar system, where even minute variations in speed or orientation could drastically alter its trajectory. Here, gravity behaves less like a guide and more like a knife edge. Tip one way and the object escapes forever. Tip the other, and its future changes completely. This led some researchers to ask an uncomfortable question. What if this trajectory is not accidental? Not because rocks make decisions, but because gravity itself can be used as a tool. Jupiter is not just a planet. It is a gravitational amplifier capable of redirecting paths, stealing or donating energy, and reshaping orbits with brutal efficiency. In theory, a carefully tuned encounter could radically alter an object's course, even sending it back toward the inner solar system. At first, this sounds absurd. Natural objects don't aim. Comets don't slow down on purpose. They follow gravity, lose energy, and keep going. But 3I Atlas has not behaved like a normal object from the start, which is why the question has shifted. Some scientists are no longer asking whether such a scenario is likely, but whether it is physically possible under known physics, without invoking science fiction or impossible technology. Strip away the fantasy: no warp drives, no exotic shortcuts, just extreme engineering applied to familiar laws. And that's where the conversation becomes uncomfortable, because the laws themselves do not forbid it. The numbers make clear just how extreme this would be. 3I Atlas is moving at roughly 58 km per second relative to the Sun, while Jupiter orbits at about 13 km per second. To meaningfully redirect the main body using a gravity assist, the object would need to shed more than 30 km per second of velocity before reaching the correct encounter geometry. That is an obscene amount of energy. Even if the object were partially hollow and far less massive than it appears, we are still talking about billions of tons. Chemical propulsion fails immediately. Ion propulsion improves efficiency but collapses under the scale and time required. Only when plasma-based propulsion enters the discussion does the scenario stop being trivial. Magnetically confined plasma engines already exist in experimental form. In principle, accelerating charged particles to hundreds or even thousands of kilometers per second could dramatically reduce propellant needs. The real obstacle becomes energy. Sustaining such a system for weeks or months would require power output far beyond anything humanity can currently produce. But that does not violate physics. It simply defines a technological threshold. Extreme, yes. Impossible, No, then the most unsettling idea emerges, because it sidesteps the hardest problem entirely. What if 3I Atlas never intended to change its own trajectory at all? What if the goal is not to redirect the object, but to release something smaller as it passes through Jupiter's gravitational influence? Slowing an object of only a few tons is still an enormous challenge, but no longer absurd. Concepts like magnetic sail coupling suddenly matter, where a plasma stream interacts with a magnetic structure on a much smaller payload, transferring momentum efficiently. In this scenario, the energy source does not need to be on the payload itself. It could be carried by the larger system. This is where the persistent anti-tail of 3I Atlas takes on new significance. Composed of highly energetic particles moving against the solar wind, it may not be just a visual anomaly. If it were not purely natural, such a structure could function as an enormous magnetic system interacting with solar plasma, capable of transferring momentum and harvesting energy on a colossal scale. Even minimal efficiency across something that large would yield staggering power. Then the question shifts again. Why Jupiter? Why now? The object's trajectory has already brought it near Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, scientifically strategic locations. Earth is the glaring exception. A Jovian interaction could reposition the system for a future return to the inner solar system with a far more favorable geometry. This interpretation may be wrong. A natural explanation may yet emerge. But none of these scenarios violate physics. They demand extreme technology, not magical technology. And even if 3I Atlas turns out to be entirely natural, its behavior already places it among the strangest interstellar objects ever observed. What makes this phase of the trajectory so unsettling is how unforgiving the region truly is. Near the edge of Jupiter's gravitational dominance, motion stops being smooth and intuitive. A change of just a few meters per second, or a barely measurable shift in orientation, can decide whether an object escapes forever or becomes dynamically entangled for decades. Most interstellar visitors pass nowhere near this boundary. They cut clean arcs through the solar system and vanish. 3I Atlas is doing something very different. It is threading the needle. For a natural object, such precision would be meaningless luck. For an engineered scenario, it would be the entire point. Natural bodies do not benefit from flirting with instability. There is no advantage to hovering near a gravitational tipping point unless something downstream depends on it. And that is where the discomfort grows, because every anomaly already associated with 3I Atlas, its non-gravitational acceleration, its persistent anti-tail, its internal activity, its strange mass-to-brightness ratio, becomes more relevant when the trajectory itself enters a regime where small forces suddenly matter a great deal. Once the idea of releasing something smaller is considered, the puzzle rearranges itself. The main body no longer needs to maneuver dramatically. It becomes a carrier. Near Jupiter's sphere of influence, even modest velocity adjustments on a small object could result in long-term stability in regions where gravity naturally balances. Objects placed carefully there can linger for years or decades with minimal energy expenditure, observationally quiet and dynamically stable. Near Jupiter's gravitational frontier, the usual hierarchy of forces quietly collapses. Non-gravitational effects that would normally be dismissed as negligible suddenly gain leverage. Persistent, low-level forces matter more than brute thrust. And that is precisely the pattern 3I Atlas has displayed since its discovery. In a knife-edge region, consistency beats power. Whether entirely natural or not, the geometry favors persistence over spectacle. That alone guarantees continued scrutiny. This encounter is not an ending. It is a pivot. The object does not need to turn around to change its fate. It only needs to pass close enough for the rules to bend. And that is exactly what is happening. Science advances at moments like this. Not when answers are comfortable, but when models begin to strain and curiosity refuses to quiet down. The coming phase of 3I Atlas's journey will either reinforce our understanding of interstellar visitors or force us to refine it in ways we were not prepared for. Either outcome matters. Because if even one interstellar object can linger, reposition, or subtly reshape its path using known physics alone, then the solar system is not just a crossroads. It is a place where stories can continue. 3I Atlas is not done yet. And neither is the question it's forcing us to ask.